To be an esports athlete, it's like a dream come true. I mean, me and my friends, we all grew up playing video games. I never really envisioned the time in my life when I would be able to do it as a job, get paid for it, get to travel the world. Sometimes I'll be training maybe 80 hours a week. It's hard to determine because you're basically playing at every opportunity that you have. Playing in Toronto is a bittersweet thing, I guess. There's a lot of added pressure, obviously, because you don't want to disappoint your hometown fans, but at the same time, you have the crowd backing you, and it makes you want to try that much harder to be the champion at that tournament. Canadians in general, especially Toronto, because I think that's where most of the events have been held in Canada, are some of the loudest people, the most excited to, be at an esports event. I'm playing here at Intel Extreme Masters because I really want to qualify for the finals. It's a really great event for me personally because it's in Canada. My dad and my uncle are coming out to watch it, so they're really excited to see me play because they don't get a chance to do that in person too often. I don't know, it just made sense. The travel's short, money's good, I want to qualify for the final tournament. My family's here, it's in Canada, there's a lot of really good reasons to come. StarCraft 2 in general is a very demanding game, especially towards the processor. If you don't have that, you're going to feel lag, you're going to feel your game being really sluggish in general. So I am really happy to say I personally at home use Intel, and I'm glad this event as well is sponsored by Intel because I know that when I step into that booth and I play my game, I'm not going to have tech issues, I'm not going to have any excuses, win or loss. I'll know that the computer is up to par.
This is the first time we brought IEM to Toronto, and I'm very excited about it. We haven't been in Canada since 2009 when we were in Edmonton. The fans here are fantastic, great esport community. I'm very pleased, the community is right for it. We're going to have a stacked lineup for StarCraft 2 I'm very excited about. I think people who come here are going to have, it's going to be a huge treat for them to see all these past IEM winners and other tournament winners competing on the same stage. We have fans, we have millions of fans around the world watching, follow IEM. Every tournament that we do, it's streamed to 180 countries, and we try to do, translate it to 7 different languages. So we've been doing this, it's been a huge success. Obviously, we've been doing it 9 seasons, and we've seen a tremendous growth. It's exciting because, one, is they're seeing a new sport. This is the youth. This is the new age of sport, the digital sport, and definitely a spectator sport now. As this is, you'll see the crowd will be full here at Fan Expo, but we're filling stadiums up.
But we as ESL, we worked with Intel in one shape or form for the last 12 years or so. So you can call it a very successful marriage. So traditionally, across the history of all of esports, Intel has been the strongest supporter of esports globally, sponsoring multiple tournaments across the world. And for the last 9 years, they've been working with ESL for Intel Extreme Masters, and we're super happy to have them on board with us. As countries go, and Intel Extreme Masters goes to everywhere, Asia, South America, North America, Europe, some of the best fans out there are actually Canadian. So they are world famous in the gaming community for being extremely passionate and making a fantastic show. And the fans here in Canada are a major part of the reason that we are actually here. Canadians have the reputation of having the best esports fans in the world. Definitely the Canadians are hungry, and we're talking before the event, but I have every indication that Canadian fans will come here to Fan Expo in full force and show that, there should be more than a single event per year that is of this magnitude, that would attract the best players in the world. And, this audience definitely deserves to see more shows like the Intel Extreme Masters. This event is extremely prestigious for any StarCraft player. not only due to the prize money, but also due to the fact that you can qualify for the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship. And actually, it is the most stacked tournament in Intel Extreme Masters history, period. The audience here will be hoping that Chris Loranger, who's Canadian, they're hoping for him to do well, and also Sasha Hostin, Scarlett. She is obviously one of the best non-Korean players in the world, so everybody's hoping that she will do well as well. About 7 years ago, when we had 10,000 people tuned in concurrently online from all over the world watching some of the Intel Extreme Masters matches, we were very pleased. This March in Katowice in Poland for the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship, we had that many people at one time in a stadium staring at the stage, watching these guys play for the championship, and 1 million people concurrent watching the final online. This is just insane growth, and it's not stopping. In order to be the best, you need to sacrifice everything you have and compete. So if you want to win prize money, if you want to win fame, if you want to go to Poland to win the major championship, you have to spend all your day thinking about it and practicing. Canada definitely, considering its population, punches above its weight when it comes to delivering those gaming superstars. I mean, Huck, major titles under his belt. Scarlett is currently one of the best non-Korean players in the world.
Freedom of choice for the PC gamer. They can pick their form factor, they can pick their configuration, they can pick their performance levels, and that really appeals to the gamer in general, and which is why we see a lot of gaming happening on that PC platform. And then the other reason, of course, is performance. The PC gaming platform offers the most performance, and Intel is really at the epicenter of performance in the PC platform. So the processor is, as I was saying earlier, is at the epicenter of the gaming experience. Intel's been committed to building processors for the enthusiast community, and in particular for gamers, for the past 10 years. Compute performance and compute horsepower is incredibly important to the end user, the gamer. The games themselves, they're only becoming more and more immersive. But Intel's had a consistent commitment to the gaming community for a number of years now, and we're right in the middle of cultivating the gaming ecosystem. We're doing so much working directly with the software ISVs, software vendors, to optimize their games for the Intel platform so that the gaming experience on Intel processors, on Intel platforms, is as smooth as possible, as lifelike as possible, as immersive as possible, and as exciting as possible. All of that experience, the lifelike experience, the smooth playback, it all requires a tremendous amount of computing and compute horsepower, and Intel's 4 cores, multi-threaded, gives those game developers the amount of performance to produce the type of experiences that end users crave.
Morally obliged to because he used the lean octopus.
You just got to make it fit with the lore.
So
for lead out, oh, he's actually going to go in for it. Barley onto the force field, steps up, and 2 of these is a 2-base for us. However, if he can catch the sentries, he's killed. Huck's Army is still very difficult.
The one in more to break this wall down. And if he does, oh, that one in more.
I'm not sure what you do in this situation. Every probe he kills here, though, is really important.
I like what he said.
So one.
Zealots, nothing more.
There's so many Zealots with this attack. The third base, he should be able to very...
Well, it looks like he will survive against the late aggression. But the big question, will he survive versus the high-risk?
Well, that moves to the finals at 8:30 for a chance to win. After that, make sure you guys come on into the space and check.
Yeah, let's go get some.
I'm not sure about Hero's decision here, but I guess combining those units like he's doing on the right-hand side to stand kill them when they come in for the combos. Or even the rogueware side.
You guys can come check this.